The past 24 hours have been incredibly interesting when it comes to leaks surrounding Modern Warfare 3. One rumor in particular was going over what would be officially carrying over to Modern Warfare 3. Would it be the bundles that you purchased in MW2? Would it be the operators, the weapons? Well, the official Call of Duty account just officially confirmed that this is all of the above. This is what they had to say. Let's get this out of the way. Should Modern Warfare 2 operators, weapons, and bundles carry forward into Call of Duty 2023? Yes, or yes, when is the reveal? So, yeah, they confirmed that all of the above will be carrying over to Modern Warfare 3. And honestly, this is really a no-brainer considering MW3 started off as a full-fledged DLC for Modern Warfare 2. It just ended up getting too big for its britches. And, well, now we all kind of assume that they're going to slap the hefty $70 premium price on top of it in order to pay for stuff that should really have been included through an update. And that in itself is honestly such a big conversation that I'm probably going to have as soon as this game really does get revealed and we see what the actual bread and butter of it is. Because, in all honesty, it almost makes me feel like they purposefully left Modern Warfare 2 the way it was in order to sell the next game with a much more fluid gameplay experience, a faster gameplay experience, a smoother gameplay experience with everything else from the previous game. So therefore, when you play Modern Warfare 2, you have all the access to those things. You jump into Modern Warfare 3, it's basically the same exact thing with better movement, classic mini-map, slide canceling, sliding while firing, no penalties to those good players. Reload canceling has been rumored at this point. It is mind-boggling to me that instead of just giving us an update in MW2, we're going to have to pay $70 to get the game that Modern Warfare 2 should have been from the very beginning. And that is shocking. But hey, this is definitely one of those situations that Activision actually listened to the community. How many times over the past couple of years have you heard, I just want to go back to paid DLC. Paid DLC was so much better. Well, I guess this is what we all get. They are literally giving us paid DLC. So I guess we should all be thankful for that. Anyway, jokes aside, I really have more questions than answers when it comes to this situation, because if everything from Modern Warfare 2, including the multiplayer maps, the weaponry, the operators, everything that we have in that game, is transferring over to MW3, what does this mean for camo challenges? Are we going to continuously be able to utilize the camos that we had from the previous game in this new one, while simultaneously working on a new batch of mastery camo challenges? And on top of that, will the new weapons within Modern Warfare 3 allow us to utilize the camos from Modern Warfare 2? Like, can we earn the Orion camo on top of whatever new mastery camo? And vice versa, will that new mastery camo be available on the older weapons? I would assume that's the case, specifically because, well, they are all going to coexist in the same game. Funny enough, this means that Modern Warfare 3 is going to contain the most content of any Call of Duty game ever before. And we're talking about a culmination of maps, modes, characters, weapons, camo patterns, and so much more. I'm just really, really hoping they can right the wrongs that have been happening for the past couple of years. Sledgehammer has always been a developer driven by community. I feel like they've always done the community right, and even when they were short-sighted or shorthanded when they were having a development shuffle through Vanguard, they still made sure to prioritize community feedback, and of course, making sure to keep us posted on what's going on. I am truly hoping they continue the tradition of keeping a community-focused interaction, not only on their social media, but through the communications that they present via blog posts. It's really important, and it's super simple to do. Unfortunately, we haven't had that much communication from the team at Infinity Ward, and I feel like we've even gotten more communication from Sledgehammer, where they've been talking about Vanguard, the final few updates, playlist rotations, and things like that. It's really confusing, to be honest, but Sledgehammer's always been that way for as long as I can remember. Way back when, with the original Modern Warfare 3, that's when they started their community-focused communication. So I'd like to talk about a couple more leaks that came out earlier today that I didn't manage to cover in my first video that came out this morning. And that is these images that we discussed with the Create a Class showing off new weaponry. Those actually ended up getting DMCA striked. And when the email flooded the inboxes of all of those leakers posting the images, Activision confirmed that the title of the game is Modern Warfare 3. They just let everybody know straight up, yeah, the description of the original request is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. This isn't the first time this has happened. I think this is like 3 or 4 years in a row this has happened at this point. So even though they didn't officially say it on their Twitter, they have officially said it in legal binding emails telling these folks to cease uploading images of Modern Warfare 3. And I find it so funny that they're still calling it COD 2023. It's like the worst kept secret ever. So you might be wondering, when is this reveal supposed to happen? It seems like they're ramping up the promotional stuff right now because of the leaks that are happening all around us. And the current set rumor is that the game is supposed to be revealed in August during Season 5. Data miners have combed through the files of Modern Warfare 2, and they've discovered a couple of things referencing a reveal and some sort of event that's supposed to take place in the DMZ mode, which does sound kind of weird because normally we see these types of events in Warzone, but DMZ is the new baby. And I think that they've been doing a lot of work with it throughout the year. That is one thing that I cannot fault Infinity Ward on at all. They've actually done quite a bit when it comes to the DMZ mode, whether it's Easter eggs, new boss fights, unlocks, and things like that. They've actually shown it quite a bit of love throughout the seasons. And at this point, they've updated it to an extent that allows even the most casual player to jump in and have a better idea on what they're doing, where they're supposed to go, what they're supposed to do. It's a little more streamlined in that regard. And that's a whole nother set of questions that I have. If everything that we've come to know and love is carrying over to the next game, does that mean DMZ is going to carry over as well? What about the rumored Outbreak mode? Is that going to be happening alongside DMZ, or is that going to be another selection in the DMZ playlist? I really don't know. I think that there's just a lot going on in my brain. If those current maps like Building 21, Al Mazrah, Ashika Island, the Koshé Complex, are all of these places going to exist with the updated gameplay? Or are they going to be removed in lieu of new areas? Because new areas have also leaked for Modern Warfare 3. And whether they're going to be there at launch or not, we don't really know at this point. There's just a lot of confusion around what's happening. I'm just under the assumption that everything we have in MW2 is just going to be pushed all the way over to Modern Warfare 3. So everything that you're doing there is just going to carry over. All the progress that you made is just going to carry over. And then when you spend $70 on the premium title, it is going to act like a DLC. It's going to act like a giant DLC in the sense that you're getting Modern Warfare 3, you're getting a better gameplay experience, you're going to have a handful of new maps. I think there was a leak earlier that said like maybe 10 or 11 new maps are going to be coming. I say new very loosely, probably a bunch of Modern Warfare 2 remakes and maybe a couple of new maps here and there, and then a bunch of new weapons as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'd like to know your thoughts in the comments section below. If you guys enjoyed this video, drop a like on it, subscribe for more, don't forget to ring the bell icon, and of course, I will catch you on the next one. Peace.